The guests have been at sea with Disney now for a few days. By this time, passengers have enjoyed activities, entertainment, onboard dining, and tropical ports of call. As the sun peaks over the horizon, a few early risers get their own sneak peek at a tropical paradise unlike any other. It's Castaway Cay, Disney's own private island, and another cruise line first. And check this out. The Disney ship doesn't anchor offshore like other cruise lines. It pulls up to a berth just steps from the main beach.
You walk right off the ship onto the island.
Disney went to a great deal of expense to build the dock so the passengers wouldn't have to be shuttled to the island in small boats. They had to find the deepest water, blast limestone on the ocean's floor, and then pump in approximately 500,000 cubic yards of fill material. All that so passengers can get back on the ship anytime they want.
63 miles?
Another way we wanted to differentiate ourselves from our competition was by creating the quintessential beach and island experience. So we knew that that was a very important element that our guests were looking for, and we wanted that to be on the last day of their vacation. Sort of a grand finale. That was on the tops of our minds when we began the search for our island.
So how did Disney find this 1,000-acre tropical playground? They went island hunting, armed with 3 criteria. 1, it had to be beautiful. 2, it had to be available. 3, it had to be less than 225 nautical miles from Port Canaveral.
You literally take a map, you draw a circle, and you go search.
I remember the day that we narrowed it down to 3 final islands, and we flew with a helicopter from island to island. And once we got to Castaway Cay, we knew that was the right place.
After acquiring the land and renaming it, the Disney team went to work. They built all of the technical systems from scratch, including a wastewater treatment system, 2 reverse osmosis plants that produce fresh water from seawater, and 3 generators to power the island. While in dock, a fiber optics line is linked from the island to the ship so guests can purchase items on the island using the room keys. Just after 9 a.m., passengers disembark and head for one of 3 beaches. Disney designed the beaches the same way they designed the ship, with specific areas for different age groups.
We have different beaches, one for the teens, one for the families, and most importantly, one for the adults.
On the family beach, visitors can rent snorkel gear and head out to a 12-acre snorkeling adventure. It's designed around a man-made reef, which is populated by fish, fossils, and something you might not expect.
We learned that our guests like to interact with wildlife, so we partnered with the folks at Epcot. We created an interactive experience where they can encounter stingrays in a great, safe environment. We call it Castaway Ray Stingray Adventure.
We have 42 stingrays in our Stingray Lagoon, 41 female and 1 male. His name is Fraggle, and he is a very special ray. Some people may describe his personality as being a little bit cuddly or sweet. Because we train him in the shallow water, he'll swim up to pretty much anybody who's just standing there. All of our stingrays do have names here. It's pretty easy to identify them based on different sizes and colorings on them. Big Mama, for example, is our largest ray.
It's a great experience for kids to be able to feed the stingrays, to be able to touch the stingrays.
Hey, Big Mama! To feed our stingrays here, it's very simple. Guests come down, stand around our stations. Stingray swims right over the hand, and it'll suck that food right out from between their fingers. It's actually a pretty neat feeling. If you've ever put your hand on the end of a vacuum cleaner, that suction is very similar to how a stingray feeds.
For those simply looking for a deserted island experience or some relaxing time away from the kids, there's a tram that travels down the island's deserted runway. At the far end, it's nothing short of an adult paradise where no one under 18 is allowed.
Just like there's an adults-only area on the ship, there's an adults-only area on Castaway Cay as well.
This mile-long deserted stretch of beach is called Serenity Bay.
What that means is that we've created a great, quiet experience, a getaway, if you will, a little paradise in a paradise for our adults.
It's relaxing, it's quiet, it's a nice place to have a drink and read a book.
It's just such a silent, nice, easy, calming area.
You just hear the lapping of the water and the breeze.
Here, Serenity seekers can lunch on grilled fish, rest in hammocks, or relax with a massage in one of the 5 open-air cabanas.
So imagine this, spending the last day of your cruise on this paradise island in a massage cabana with the warm wind blowing through the air, and you're getting this fantastic hot stone massage. What a great way to top off the vacation.